All right, my little math friends, here we are on our final lesson for chapter 13, 13.3. And this is also going to be our final lesson for the year. 13.3 is going to be our final lesson for the year. So I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this class, for watching the lessons and learning in this way through math videos. I hope that worked out well for you guys. And I really enjoyed making these videos for you and getting a chance to teach you guys this year. So I hope it worked out to be a good class for you guys. Our last lesson is going to be making predictions with theoretical probability. Okay, so we're just going to find the probability, and then we're going to make a prediction using the probability that we calculate. Okay, so here's our first example. Cecilia volunteers at her local animal shelter. She has an equally likely chance, okay, how about those three words together? Equally likely chance to be assigned to the dog, cat, bird, or reptile section. If she volunteers 24 times, about how many times should she expect to be assigned to the dog section? Okay, so that's the question we're going to answer. To do that, we have two steps. Our first step is to calculate the probability of just one time. Okay, so we're trying to find the probability she would be assigned to the dog section. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 possible sections. All right, we want to know what is her probability of being assigned to the dog section. So there's one dog section out of 4 possible choices. So our probability is 1/4. All right, and we'll make that into a percentage just like we've been doing. That's going to be 25%. Okay, so there's step number 1. We found the probability of being assigned to the dog section. It's a 25% chance. Now, step number 2, we are going to multiply. All right, and what are we going to multiply? We are going to take 25%. Okay, we'll make that 0.25. And we're going to multiply that by the number of times she volunteers, 24 times. So if I multiply 0.25 times 24, that's going to tell me that she will be assigned to the dog section about 6 times. All right, that's about how many times we would expect her to work in the dog section if she volunteers 24 times. All right, she has about 6 times would be her probability. All right, there's our first example. Let's check out another example here. Our second example, you roll a standard number cube. Okay, so that's just, I don't know why they use those words. Just say dice. Okay, so you roll a dice 150 times. Oh, geez. You guys had enough trouble trying to roll a dice 25 times. I had complaining. What if I had you guys roll it 150 times? Can you imagine that? Well, I'm not going to do that because I'm a nice guy. And we're just going to calculate what our predicted probability would be. Okay, so we're not going to roll this 150 times. So we're going to predict how many times you will roll a 3 or a 4. All right, so calculate the probability of just one time, one roll. So we're looking for a 3 or a 4 to show up on the dice. On a dice, we have two options of 3 or a 4. Okay, so that gives us 2 choices out of all 6 of the numbers. Okay, so now we'll turn that into a percentage. If we take 2 and divide that by 6, that's going to get us 0.3333 like forever and ever. So we'll round that up to just 33%. Okay, so that is our probability of rolling a dice and having a 3 or a 4 show up, 33% chance. Okay, step number 2, we're going to multiply. Okay, so we're going to take 33%, make that into 0.33, and multiply that by 150 times to see how many times a 3 or a 4 would show up. Okay, so if we do that, that gets us 49.5, which we can round to 50. times. All right, so we would expect a 3 or a 4 to show up 50 times if you rolled the dice 150 times. All right? Last type of thing you guys are going to do is just kind of make a conclusion. Basically, write out what it is you think will happen given a situation. Okay, so we're going to calculate some probability and then just kind of make a conclusion on what we think would happen. A bag of marbles contains 8 red marbles, 4 blue marbles, and 5 white marbles. Tom picks a marble at random. Is it more likely that he picks a red marble or a marble of another color? Okay, so we're looking at either a red marble or a marble of another color. Okay, so let's calculate the probability of a red marble showing up. So we'll go with red. All right, and we have 8 red marbles. Out of 8 plus 4 plus 5 is going to get us 17 total marbles. Okay, so if we take 8 and divide that by 17, that's going to get us 47%. Okay, so he has a 47% chance of getting a red marble. How about what is his probability of getting a marble that is not red? So all the other marbles. So all of our other marbles, we have 4 blue, 5 white, so that's going to get us 9 out of still 17. Okay, and then that would come out to 9 divided by 17 to get our percentage is going to round up to 53%. Okay, so now we got to come up with a conclusion. Now that we've calculated the probabilities, now we got to see, is it more likely that he picks a red marble or a marble of another color? Looking at this, this is 8 out of 17. That's 9 out of 17. So they're very close. You got 47% compared to 53%. So we would say that there might be a little bit higher chance of getting the other type of marble than a red. Okay, so we could just write something like slightly higher chance of other marble. Okay, based on what we found, that's what we could put down. All right, you could have written down something else. That's just what I chose to write down for that. Okay, so you're just coming up with a conclusion, taking a look at the situation, calculate the probability, and then come up with what you think a good conclusion would be. All right, that is it, guys, for 13.3. I'll see you guys next time in class, and we'll work out some more of these problems together. You guys got a try this problem to do, get that worked out, and then I'll see you guys in class for the assignment that goes with this. Thank you guys for watching.